Do you desire to see the most awesome dungeon crawlers? Well, prepare yourself because we are going to look at the top 10 best dungeons or monsters Manhwa and Manhua in which the main character of the story does not just walk the towers and the dungeons but rules over them with authority. So, let's get in and find out what else is out here. On the 10th place, there is the title, The Dungeon Cleaning Life of a Once Genius Hunter. Junoo Kim, the best hunter in the world, finds himself being transported back in time in the blink of an eye. But here is where the big concept comes in. He is unbeatable, yet all his powers are sealed. Now, he has to begin from the scratch as a... wait for it. Yeah, a dungeon cleaner. But our MC Junoo isn't your ordinary janitor, and that is something that we will get to know as this series progresses. He is swapping through dungeons like a boss, attempting to earn more abilities so he can prevent himself from becoming a ghost. It's a drama, action-filled manhwa with a hero that is not afraid of getting his hands dirty. If you are a fan of underdog and comeback stories, then this one is going to reset your reading list. Number 9, we have I Grind Dungeons Around the World. Sumu finds herself in a world where people live and then are made to participate in life and death games at the age of 18. It was a birthday gift. I tell you, what a messed up one that is. But as we have seen in the series, our boy Sumu isn't one to sit back and watch. It could be simply assumed that he is just pretending to be so successful at first. However, that is not the case at all. This manhwa might not look like much at first, so don't write it off until you have read at least 15 to 20 chapters. It has suspense, plots, and people that you will be interested in, which is something that is missing from a lot of similar thrillers. Great to read for anyone who enjoys a good plot full of psychological warfare and an underdog character. At number 8, we have Conquering Dungeons with Copy and Paste. We have Sano Haruto, the underdog with a rather useless skill, copy and paste. Everyone referring to him laughs at him as he is an office intern in the monster hunting fraternity. But wait, our boy innocently stumbles upon the fact that he has a rather OP skill in this game. It is as if he has discovered the cheat codes of life. Now he's making moves to change from 0 to hero faster than the time it takes to say Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V. Witness Haruto's evolution from a mere gopher to a world-saving hero, even if he has nothing more than his wits and a computer skill any geek would have killed to possess. Believe me, this is going to be on your must-read list. At number 7, we have Dungeon Defense. Our hero goes from a total loser to a gaming champion, beating all the demon lords in the game Dungeon Attack. But then, boom! He gets zapped into the game world and now he is Dantalian, the most pathetic and weak demon lord. But wait a minute, do not write him off just yet. This guy has got brains and also the knowledge of how to defeat the bosses. It's like if that kid in class who knows too much in class has to operate and run one of the most evil empire. Observe as he goes from being a no one to someone defeating the foes with cunning skills. If you are sleeping on underdogs, comebacks, and a great number of plot twists, this is the manhwa you will be addicted to. At number 6 we have is Act Like a Boss Monster, Mr. Swellow. You probably think about what could be the worst dungeon monster, yet all he wants is to sleep. Mr. Swellow is the ugliest and perhaps the strongest boss monster who has ever been created but cannot get ups. This dude's role was to sketch out all the evil things, but he is practicing how to sleep. And his insane crew, there is a maid called Rini who is in super love with him, and Patrick the skeleton who is brains dick. This time these clowns are tasked with maintaining the operations of the dungeon only to find their boss is dead asleep. This manhwa has such funny characters. Overall, if you want some manhwa with dungeon manhwa, then you should definitely read this. Coming in at number 5, we have Knocking on the Dungeon Door. Imagine opening your front door and bam! You are face to face with a monster-filled dungeon. That's what happens to our boy Hyun Bok King, the world's most nervous hero. This dude is so scared, he'd probably jump at his own shadow. But guess what? He's gotta man up and beat those dungeon bosses or it's game over for real. Lucky for him, he's got some skeleton buddies, talk about a bony support system, and a mystery helper on his side. Watch Yeonbok level up from Scaredy Cat to Magic Master, learning about friendship and bravery along the way. You got to read it to find out. The fourth game that we can suggest you is the climbing a tower which even regressors couldn't conquer. One day our boy Shu Hyuk is with his girlfriend and guess what? His girlfriend revealed to him she is a time traveler. Right as he can even begin to comprehend what is going on, bam! He has been pushed into some sort of a crazy tower. But our boy is not stressing it out though. It is like he says, "Tower? Trials? Please, I am the man for the job." Soo-hyuk is not alone in this journey and joins forces with his witty partner Dobby, and together they will bring down the tower. If you are interested in tower climbing, time traveling adventures, this is your show. This is one great manhwa that will bring the audience joy and smiles. The third title that we have is Dungeon Hunters Are Bastards. But wait a minute, this is not just a usual manhwa of exploring the dark and creepy dungeons. Our main character is the coolest hunter in the world. While everyone is busy killing monsters, this guy is like, you know what, I'm going to make this dungeon my home. Think about it, making a creepy maze filled with monsters to be your ideal house. That is what our guy is doing. He is not here to become stronger or save the world. He is just enjoying the best of his life in the dungeon. But don't worry, he is not all lazy bones though. He always likes to tease people who he feels should be teased. If you are tired of the more serious views and want a bit of comedy, then this is perfect for you. Number 2 on our list is Dungeon Reset. Daewon, our hero who is not good at fighting at all. He gets stuck in a dangerous dungeon game and thinks he is in big trouble. But guess what? A lucky glitch gives him weird but cool skills. Now, Daewon is turning this scary place into his own playground. He's got a tough friend who likes to fight and a cute little squirrel helper. What a funny team! Watch Daewon trick monsters with clever traps and smart ideas. It's like using your brain to win a really hard video game. You will love watching Daewon reset this dungeon and make it his own. Daewon doing those dungeon resets and making it his own is going to be very entertaining. Number 1 on our list is Dungeon Odyssey. Drum roll please. Kim Jinwoo, a dungeon baby with super cool powers. But our boy is been playing it safe, living a normal life as a guide. Boring, right? Well, hold on to your hats, cause everything's about to change. During a wild trip underground, Jinwoo accidentally becomes the new boss of a labyrinth. Oops! Now he's stuck between two worlds, the normal life he knew and the crazy dungeon life calling his name. It's like having homework and a video game to play. Which one would you choose? With awesome art and story that will keep you glued to your screen, Dungeon Odyssey is the perfect adventure for all you dungeon lovers out there. So don't miss this epic journey into the underground. So, there it is everyone. Whether you are a fan of cunning traps, spectacular fights, or simply watching how the characters improve their power while piercing through floor after floor, there is something for any readers here. Well, which one will you read first? Share with us in the comments. And by the way, if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Next, we'll be back with more manga and manhwa. Until then, peace out.